Okay, we're going to go through lesson 9.1, which is due today. I'll try to make sure the other ones I send to you like the night before they're due. But this is all trial and error. So it's all about a coordinate plane. So these is a 4-quadrant coordinate plane. Oh, give me a second. So first thing you need to know is each of these little things are known as a quadrant. And they're, give me a second, sorry. They're kind of weird because they go quadrant 1, and I would always assume that after 1, 2 would be down here. However, they go counterclockwise instead of clockwise. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. One, 2, 3, and 4. Let me get a new color. In the quadrant, we have what is known as the origin. So the origin is the exact middle spot. It's where the two axes intersect. So this is really hard writing, by the way. Sorry about that. So the origin is at 0, 0, where it doesn't go up and it doesn't go to the side any. We have what's known as that. Give me one second. I am so sorry, kids. We have what is known as the x-axis. So the x-axis is the line that goes across. And then we also have the y-axis. The y-axis is your tall and skinny. The x is your short and fat. And then along with that, we have what is known as an order pair. So an order pair would be an example of like three, 5. So you have, in that case, you have your x first, and then your y. One way to remember that is x comes before y. Another thing, if that doesn't work, is you kind of have that short fat guy first, and then that tall skinny guy second. So the short fat guy over your tall fat guy, or tall skinny guy. You might remember before you hit like 13 and 14, you might have been a short fat kid, and then all of a sudden you were this really tall skinny kid because you hit puberty. So then when I am graphing 3, 5, on my graph I literally go over 3. So you do that short fat guy first. So 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, and then it says 5, so you go up 5. So I need to actually see when I do this. So over 3, up 5 when you are graphing. In our book, it'll say, yes, let's do this one. So it'll say, give me the order pair to letter A, or point A. So you come over here. So you come over here and you see, oh, it goes over 4. So letter A, you know, you start with 4. And then you go up 2. So the ordered pair turns into 4, 2 for letter A. Because you go over 4 and up 2. If you do, let's do letter B next. So letter B says you go over 7 and down 3. So when I do that, I have to note that these are the negative sides. So what I have right there is 7, 3. However, 7, 3 is going to be right here. And our coordinates are, and our point is right over here. So I have to put my negative signs in front of them. So I have negative 7 and negative 3. Because I went left 7, down 3. So make sure you use your signs. If I am graphing points, so I want to graph point M at 3, 8. 3, 8 literally means I go over 3. It's not negative, so I don't want to go this way. So over 3 and then up 8. Over 3, up 8. I need to be able to see one. 1, 2, 3. Over 3, up 8, and that is M. If I have point O at negative 4, 5, remember these are the positives. So negative 4, negative 5 is going to be in quadrant 3, where they're both negatives. So negative 4, negative 5 is going to be down here. Negative 4, negative 5. And that is point O. If I have something like point P where it says negative 2 and then 4 and 5, 6, you're just going to have to estimate on something like that. So negative 2 again is going right there. 4 and 5, 6. I know 5, 6 is pretty close to being 5, but it's not quite on the line. So I'm literally going to go and put it close to the line without going on the line. And then that is point P. Notice if I was on the line, I'd just be up a little bit. So you just have to estimate on some of those. This part where it says graph each line on the Cartesian plane. So this is known as a Cartesian plane. It's a 4-coordinate plane. Using the given pairs. So, pair of points. So we are graphing a line using the given pairs. It's not asking us to find the slope at this time. It doesn't look like, nope, we're just graphing. So the first one is 3, 4. So we go over 3, up 4. So fat line 3, skinny, tall skinny line 4. Next one, negative 2, 7. So left 2 and then up 7 because it's a positive 7. And then you just connect the line. Just like so. We are not, you might even do little arrows going outside your points. And I'm going to make my points even more present. Okay. If I'm graphing 2 lines, like down here, so I have line 1 goes from 2, negative 6. So this time we're going to be in this coordinate because we have 2 and then negative 6. and then we have negative 5, 1, so we're going to have a line that goes through both these coordinates. So we have 2, negative 6, and then negative 5, up 1. Just like that. So that is this line. And then we just draw the line from one side to the other. My next one, line 2, is going to go negative 1 or negative 4, negative 1. So I'm going to be in this third quartile, and then 5, 5 is going to be in this first one. So negative 4, go over 4, negative 1, go down 1. Positive 5 over 5, positive 5, go up 5. So I would be right here. And then I just draw the line in between them. Just like so. And then they meet kind of right here, but you don't actually have to tell where they intersect. It looks like today we are mostly just graphing. However, we do need to know where those x and y intercepts are. So an x and y intercept is where it touches the line on the graph. So your y-intercept or your x-intercept is going to be right there. And then your y-intercept is where it touches on the y-axis. So your y-intercept is right here. You should have a 0 in both of them. So your x-intercept, notice you go over 1, 2, 3, 4. So you have 4, and since it's an intercept, it doesn't go up at all. So it's 4, 0 as your order pairs. Your y-intercept, notice it needs to be on this line, so it doesn't go over at all. So you're going to start with 0. And then it goes down to negative 6. If it was positive 6, it'd be way up there. So your x and y intercepts are exactly where it passes through the x-axis or the y-axis. Your y-axis is this tall, skinny guy. X-axis is this short, fat guy, because it doesn't have any height to it. And this one doesn't have any width to it. So, on your assignment, you should be able to answer all these questions. If you need help on like which coordinate is negative 2, 4, go back to this page 344, and it literally tells you coordinate 1, coordinate 2, coordinate 3, and coordinate 4, and it gives you examples of each of them. So coordinate 1 should be 2 positive numbers. Coordinate 2 should be a negative positive number. Coordinate 3, 2 negative numbers. Coordinate 4 is a positive negative. But use these examples to help you out where you need help. Also, you can message me on Google Hangout or text me if you need some help.